Manager Kevin Kelly, Kevin 3-2 win. A bit sweaty at the end, but we got there.
See, to be honest, Ben, I didn't think we looked under real pressure. You know, you're always going to expect them to come like the Alamo in the second half, they're 3-0 down against 10 men. But I thought the character and everything the players showed was excellent. You know, and yeah, you lose 2 goals and they're chasing the game, so they're going to have extra men in the box and things like that. But I thought the players showed maturity today for the squad that they are and the character that they've got. I thought they showed real maturity, and I spoke to them about that. They can be really, really proud of themselves, each other. You know, you've got 63 minutes or something there with 10 men, and ironically, when you go down to 10 men, you score another 2 goals. So it just shows the character and what we're trying to breed at this club. That, you know, when you face adversity, you just keep doing the same thing. You challenge it head on and see if you can continue to score goals, and that's what we did. And then, like I say, the second half you always expect them to come at it. We changed the shape a little bit. I thought it worked. You know, the midfield 3 in the first half, well 2 after Murray got sent off, worked their absolute socks off, and you know they were only going to tire. You know, because of the energy they put into the game, and it's a credit to them. So the players that come on then added to the game as well for us, and you know everybody can be proud of their performance today.
You did say that you went down to 10 men. You go, so how impressive was it to actually to go and do that? Because you could have just quite frankly sat in and just tried to play for a 1-0 at that point.
It's not something that we're ever going to do, Ben. You know, if it's late in the game, then maybe. But you know, there's 63 minutes to go. I want to score more goals. I want the team to play in the front foot, and that's what they did. And they scored 2 goals for that. You know, I must have shout out to the goalie. The goalie's had 2 or 3 absolutely magnificent saves. That on another day maybe go in and it kills you. But to a man, they were excellent, and you know they've showed what we're trying to instill here as a forward-thinking team playing the front foot, and everybody made an impact to do that. You know, they train Tuesday, Thursday, for you know things like that when they're down to 10 men, when there's adversity. I mean, sometimes we play in training without any fouls, so they've just got to get on with it, you know, and things like that. So no, it's not scenarios that you want or expect, but it's certainly scenarios that you plan for, and you know, I thought we done well as a unit today.
Cumbernauld Colts, a team a tier above. It's, you know, great to get a result against a team, you know, higher in the pyramid.
Absolutely, and I've said it before. You know, when I don't want these results being seen as a scalp. You know, because I feel that the players in that dressing room should be shown that they can play at that level. They can play at that level. They've got the ability and mentality to play at that level. You know, you've seen it before in all different games that, you know, sometimes it doesn't work. You know, for a number of reasons. Today it clicked and showed that, you know, everybody in that dressing room has the ability to play at that level, and that's where we want to get this club, and hopefully we will. But it's not going to be easy. We know that there's a journey in front of us. But you know, the ultimate goal is to get there, and hopefully we will.
Okay, a full week of training, and it's back to league action for the first time in over a month. St Cadoc's away, at home, sorry.
Aye, another home tie to contest with. You know, we'll have St Cadoc's watched today. We'll have an idea of what we're going to come up against. But you know, I don't expect them to be any different to John's side today. They're a very good side. You know, Cumbernauld Colts are, you know, a very, very good side. They're not sitting in the middle of the lower league for nothing. You know, they clearly have very hard work. You can see the structure in which they want to play, and you know, I take my hat after them for coming here and maybe no changing that because of the Astro and stuff. So you know, St Cadoc's will be the same. You know, they play in an Astro, they'll come to grass, and you know, they'll have to adapt as well, a bit like us when we go away. So no, it'll be a decent test. Back to league action, another focus. You know, something else to go for. But we're just really pleased to be in the next round and in the hat come the draw.
Cheers, Gavin.
Thank you.